We do not want to come before the Lord having not sounded the alarm for his people. This past week, or last couple of weeks since the Japan quake, we put out some special bulletins that they're getting more response than maybe anything we put out before. Stirred people up in a good way. Of course, a lot of people are irritated. I'm hearing things, we just built this big house, or we just built this big church, and you're saying something's coming to the West Coast. Should we move? These are issues. These are, legitimate questions, legitimate challenges. But I tell you, it is so critical right now that every one of God's people be in the will of the Lord. There are a lot of people, and I believe most Christians, and I've been saying this for a long time, are not in the will of God, not in the geographic will of God in their life. Now, if you are, you can be at ground zero for whatever happens, and you're in the safest place you could possibly be. There is no safer place that we could ever be than in the will of the Lord. Okay? So that's number one. How do we get there? Now, I was with Jim Baker this week in Branson. We did some shows. Jim thought that they were maybe the most powerful shows he's ever done. I don't know. The Lord was with us in a major way. But those of you who were at our New Year's conference in 1999, you may remember Jim was awakened in the middle of the night, and the Lord downloaded on him 31 events, 31 things that were going to happen. And I think he shared them the next day. It was like trying to drink out of a fire hydrant. It's coming too hard, too fast, too much stuff. 30 of those 31 things have now come to pass. You may remember in there, one of them was, that's become well known, of course, was that there would be a terrorist attack on New York City and on a defense facility in Washington, D.C. Of course, that all happened on 9/11, a couple of years after that. Jim described in that how he saw thousands of people running in New York City, running away from this attack. And of course that happened on 9/11. But 30 of those 31 events have now taken place. And we've gone back, we've researched the tapes, we've got them. We're going to be trying to bring them out on these special bulletins, clips from them in the days to come, but they really help set a timetable. Now, number 30 was a great earthquake in Japan that was going to begin the economic unraveling. Now, Bob had been saying that since the late 80s, 1980s, and we've been waiting for this. And I remember that night before Jim Baker went, Jim wanted to share with Bob and I these 31 things. He was so shaken by what he had seen. He just wanted to share them with somebody before he got up and shared them with the group. And Bob's just sitting there as usual. Yeah, I've been saying that for 12 years. I've been saying that for... And of course he had. But these things are really happening. So what do we do about it? What does a worldwide economic meltdown look like? That doesn't sound good, does it?